The Go Higher podcast is presented by the High Program of Wayne State University. The High Program, helping individuals go higher. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Go Higher podcast, where we take on the tough and relevant subjects in everyone's lives and provide insight on how to respond, resolve, and re-inspire yourself and those around you. In this podcast, we spend a lot of time talking about ways to motivate yourself and work towards living your ideal life. But we've yet to discuss what to do about getting burnt out and overwhelmed from all the work you're putting towards those goals. When we feel motivated, it's easier to make goals that require huge amounts of time and effort, and the harder we work towards them, we have to make extra sure to find time to give ourselves a chance to relax and meditate on our progress. If work continues at that pace, the risk of getting overworked is more probable. This state of being so overworked or mentally exhausted is called being burnt out. Ding ding, that's how it means it's time for the keyword of the day. Burnout. A state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion caused by long-term involvement in emotionally demanding situations. Or a state of fatigue or frustration brought about by devotion to a cause, way of life, or relationship that failed to produce the expected reward.
Protecting you and those around you are just as important as your education. Life happens, and we want to help you in every way possible to prepare for it. Here is your GHPP, Go Higher Program Podcast Safety Tip of the Day. Walk with purpose and attitude. Display confidence. Even if you are lost, act like you know where you are going. This safety tip came from the Wayne State Police Department.
Burnout and depression have quite a bit in common. Having a negative attitude, dreading going to work, having low energy in your interests, easy irritation, and feeling like the work you're doing is unimportant. Burnout can be caused by long-term exposure to stress and working while not taking the necessary steps to keep your reason for working clear. If you are worried about burning out or feel like you're close to burning out soon, here are a few tips to make that less likely. Number 1, work with purpose. Make sure everything you do at work and at home has a clear and defined purpose. If you are sure that what you're doing makes sense for your long-term and short-term goals, then you are less likely to feel like it's a slog. The less your tasks feel like simple busy work, the more joy you'll find in doing them. 2, know your breaking point. If you can define where your breaking point is, you will be more able to plan your tasks and responsibilities around it. You'll know when you've hit that point by potentially feeling certain negative emotions. Those feelings like having trouble concentrating, being on edge, irritation, trouble relaxing. You can ensure that you won't cross that point by taking your duties at a pace that will satisfy you, while giving your mind a chance to recover. 3, have a creative outlet. Having a way to express yourself outside of work can improve your overall mental health. It can be drawing, writing, singing, or anything else that makes you feel free from the daily stress of life. It'll keep your mind sharp for working on your goals. Number 4, schedule free time. If you don't have any time to unplug from work, that constant connection can drive anyone crazy. We live in a time where working outside of the traditional office setting is becoming more and more prevalent. Connection to work often no longer ends every day at 5 p.m. Without a true time to unplug and not think about work, it can cause many people to feel like they're working 24 hours a day. So set time aside to fully get away from work and ignore those late day emails from people at work. Number 5, take care of your body. That doesn't mean you have to work out 7 days a week and go straight to the paleo diet. But a light jog or fruits and vegetables, those little things will do wonders. They'll make you feel more energetic, and your body needs to feel as good as your mind. 6, finally, follow your passions. You should be trying to constantly work towards your passion and making moves every day to realize those dreams. The more success you find in any industry, the more of your time will become preoccupied by work. If you don't feel the passion behind the work you're doing now, you will burn out needing to spend all that time on something you don't really care about. In the modern world, more and more time is being spent working. Whether it's remotely or at the office, young adults are gearing up to spend a majority of their time at work. If people can't disconnect from it, they have no time off from the job, or they're unable to find an outlet to express themselves, a lot of people will experience burnout. In 2017, 63% of people employed say that stress from work has caused them to develop unhealthy ways to cope. That same survey also showed that their work is the lead cause of stress in their life. Avoiding burnout is becoming increasingly difficult, but if we can find ways to mitigate the stresses of our daily life, then we stay active and productive at work and at home.
College can be difficult, but for some students, financial issues can make things impossible. The HIGH program at Wayne State University provides critical funds to students who are having major issues with basic needs like tuition, books, housing, and food. It's amazing, but just a few $100s at the right time can save a student from dropping out of school or being homeless. Students should not have to decide between basic life necessities and finishing their education. The HIGH program has connected hundreds of students with their basic needs and provided a light at the end of the tunnel for what amounts to the most difficult period of their young lives. If you would like to help, donations of any amount are welcome, and you can find all of our information at highprogram.wayne.edu.